Oh, greetings there, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of the Seven Dice. It is standing. It is good. Not a single window destroyed. God damn it, it actually worked this time. You don't know how happy I am. I mean, a lot of the world's being consumed right now, but seriously, if I had to build this inn one more time, I would have lost it. Wingover's right over there. Why don't you go ahead and go say hi?
Greetings there, travelers. It's me, Wingover Gimble, the very successful and famous named Bad. How are you doing today? Oh, right, you can't talk to me. I'm just in a good mood. My spells actually worked. I mean, my spells work a lot. Let me tell you, a lot. I've been on a lot of adventures and all that jazz, but it's just like they never work when I'm dealing with this damn shining god business. Unfortunately, though, it looks like most of the planet has been consumed by Azathoth, I suppose. That's what it must be. We can see the tentacles now that are surrounding this planet. Well, we're not gonna let that get our spirits down, no siree. We're gonna pick ourselves back up and try to defend what's left of this world. That's right. We're getting near the end. Got the instruments. We're all good to go. Unfortunately, our mailbox is destroyed, but at least we don't have to deal with anyone from Battle Bards. Ah, shit.
What is this run-down, grubby little restaurant? Disgusting. Why do I have to be here? My name is D'Artagnan Gold. I'm the richest person in this city. I shouldn't have to be here.
Oh, you're from Battle Bards, huh? They sent you.
My father owns Battle Bards. Or at least they should. They have a lot of money. This is unfair. I had to go get an education, so I chose Bard because it was easiest. This is unfair. I don't want to be in this grubby restaurant.
Just say the line. Say the line.
If you want amazing sound effects performed by people like D'Artagnan Gold, best and richest person in the world, because most of the world is gone, then head on over to battlebards.com where you can find these incredible sound effects and enrich your table. Is that fine?
Now you have to do all the sound effects.
Really?
Yeah. Alright, you just go sit over there. Yeah, take out your loot. Perfect. You got a lot of instruments. Alright, travelers. Well, I don't want to keep us too long on this. I want to dive right in. Okay, death shift. They got the instruments. They all hugged. Sweet, beautiful moments. And now they're on their way back. What is going to happen to our dear travelers? And what surprises lie in store? Let us dive into Act 4 of the Ballad of the Chosen Few. I bring to you the Ivory Tower, Part 1.
Hey, I'm Brent, and I'm playing Kelsar, the Tiefling Paladin
and Chosen of Yetifa.
Hi, I'm Humberto, and I'm playing Bordon, Dwarven Cleric and Chosen of Time.
I'm Evan, and I'm playing Ronnie, the Half-Elf Bard and Chosen of Chaos.
Hey, I'm Robert, and I'm playing MZ, the Githyanki Ranger
And Chosen of Blood.
Hey, I'm Jason, and I'll be playing Draxir, the Dragonborn Artificer
And Chosen of Machines.
Previously on Ballad of the Seven Dice, our heroes had a pretty good day. They got fed, went to a sweet party, they got Ronnie, collected the last instrument, and all in all, everything went well. They had even a hug. It was a beautiful moment. Ronnie received a lot of compliments, and the party is on their way towards Sanctuary. Unfortunately, Borodon reached out once more to his god Dumathoin, only to find Father Matthews on the other end of the
connection. And Borodon, you're jolted awake, and from this connection you had, and your eyes are kind of blearily like staring around, and you look outside and you see like a little sparrow, and it's flying backwards.
What? Okay. It's like, is it like, does it look like that's actually like time is going backwards, or is it just like
it looks like it's an issue with time?
So I just check, like I check outside. I check like inside the caravan, but like, you know, just to see if the group is...
Yeah, just like poke your head out kind of thing?
Yeah.
You see outside in the distance, and Draxier, since you're the one who's driving the caravan, you see this as well, that off in the distance this like snowstorm is rolling in from the north, and to the south it looks like this like rainstorm is coming, and like they're almost coming to meet up towards this road that you're going on. And Draxier, you don't notice the whole time thing because you're a little distracted going like, what the hell's about to happen? But Borodon, you're looking out, you see this bird going backwards, you see a grasshopper jumping backwards, and then you also notice the storms.
Would I notice Borodon sticking his head out the window?
What's your passive perception?
11.
No, you didn't notice him. Borodon, your head's out, your beard's whipping in the wind here, and you're seeing all this.
I come into the main room of the caravan. Hey guys, I was gonna make myself a second cup of tea, and then like I threw up my first cup of tea somehow, and it went back into my cup. That was kind of weird. Well, that was weird too.
Yeah, that totally happened.
Is it affecting like everybody but me?
You don't notice it affecting you. You do see like the odd time like MZ set down something on the table, then his hand went back up with it, and then he set it back down. And like you see like Ronnie was bouncing a ball against the wall, and then like the ball like reversed, went back to his hand, but he didn't seem to notice.
So I get a coin, and then I just throw it upwards, you know?
It works fine for you.
Time, what is time?
You don't know what to do.
You can kind of feel it. Like, you know when the air's really cold, and it kind of feel like the air's thick?
Yeah.
You can kind of feel that, Borodon. Like it's almost like tangible around you, and like you can almost feel like you can grasp at the time around you.
I mean, regardless, like I don't know what to do to reverse that. That's what I'm saying.
You could just make like a check with your powers if you want to try to, at the very least, get a hold of it in your immediate area.
Okay, I'll do that. What do I have to roll for it?
That'd just be a caster check, so d20 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
So I got 15 in total.
It doesn't take very long, maybe like 30 seconds of you concentrating, but you feel like the rivers of time, and they are chaotic. They are moving in ways that you've never felt before. And you manage to just kind of concentrate on this area, concentrate more and more, and then you see like these weird time loop effects just stop happening to your friends around you. And the wagon's going. You still hear the sounds of the storms outside. You now feel, at least around all of you, time's okay. And while you are kind of concentrating and connecting to that bit of divinity, you kind of realize something, that usually there's a lot of godly energy that flows into all things. The gods are kind of a part of the natural order. They help sort of shepherd things and keep things moving. The goddess of nature kind of makes sure that the natural patterns continue. And it seems like the gods' hold on the natural order of things is slipping.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be, I mean, at least at the very moment, it doesn't seem to be dangerous. These storms are coming, and it'll be a little bit rough for Draxier sitting on top. But it doesn't seem to be that dangerous at the moment otherwise.
So I don't know if Draxier has seen that, like the storm. So I'll just warn Draxier that a storm is coming.
It's just some inclement weather.
The weather.
Well, some wetter there, bud.
All of a sudden,
I reverted back to my localized accent.
Talking to my mother.
Oh, it's just a little bit of snow. I'll get through it. I'll just fine. I know.
How's a boot deck?
We're going fishing.
It's just some inclement weather, Borodon. You really think it'll be that bad?
Seems like two different weathers are going to clash together.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Oh, it sounded like
We're
you said
ruining
weather.
it. We have to talk better.
We're making him dumber.
Oh man, sorry, Humberto.
To be fair, I mispronounced like almost everything I say, so you should be all right.
So it seems like two different weathers are going to clash together. So just be careful.
You think we should stop here or keep going?
I'm not like a weatherman. I just think like it may be dangerous.
It's a person with the green screen pointing at something. You see here.
and
you see we have a
south, there will be
fast front here. That's gonna make things a little bit troublesome for our friends over there.
There's a 200% chance of precipitation. Like, it's coming, and we've never seen it before.
So be careful if you're throwing a rock, because it's going to be 10 times powerful in this section.
I don't know exactly how this would work, but I'm going to kind of, like, try to make the horses go slower.
I always ask this, but is animal handling a skill?
Yeah, it is a thing.
Okay, try that then.
I got an 8.
You're trying to get the horses to listen, and they are magical, so in a sense, like, they're trying to listen to you, but they're also pretty panicked just at this strange phenomenon that's happening. And so you can't seem to get them to slow down. If anything, it seems like they're speeding up a little bit more. You know that you're maybe a little under half a day's ride to Sanctuary.
Well, I'll just kind of shrug and pretend I'm in like the Willy Wonka scene in the boat where they keep rowing faster and faster.
Oh, Slugworth.
Yeah.
I'll see if I have like some sort of spell to deal with that.
Mm.
It would need to be like a ritual one, because I didn't prepare, like a...
Anything for this kind of situation.
Yeah, I spell against crazy weather.
Well, Bordon's looking at his spell list. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, I have to go to the bathroom again, because Bordon fixed time, right? At that time, so... And it's not fun going back in, let me tell you. I'll be right back.
I have a question. Does it actually, like, feel cold outside?
Not really. Like, it feels like there's a bit of a cold breeze coming from that direction.
Okay.
But from the other direction, it's more like a warm breeze. So it definitely feels like two different temperatures are coming your way. How about you, Enzi? What are you up to while Ronnie's bouncing a ball?
I don't know what I'm up to. I guess I was just resting, maybe.
Borden, did you find a spell?
I mean, I can try using Sanctuary, but it's a creature.
Yeah, I don't think that'll really help much. I think as long as Draxir makes a couple checks, I think you'll be fine.
Oh, so if he's going to make some checks, I'm going to use Guidance on him?
The most used spell in Ballad.
Honestly.
I do want to try Detect Magic.
You use Detect Magic, and you're trying to reach out. Aside from, you can feel a little bit of like divination from magic from Borodon, and of course like the natural magics around you, but you don't feel anything magical about this weather.
Alright, I guess I'll just continue on.
So make me 2 handle animal checks.
So that's a 16 for the first one, and a crit miss on the second.
You're guiding the horses, and the storms kind of collide, and it's a lot. It's kind of hard to see. The rain is pouring down. You're just trying to get a grasp on these horses as they're just sort of ripping through this storm. You have snow and rain, sleet. It's all just causing a mess. It's getting a little bit slippery on this road. You see some of the road in some places is even starting to wash out. Thankfully, you're actually moving at a really good pace, so that isn't too much of an issue. As you're getting closer, you see the walls of Sanctuary, and you see like they have the gates closed, and there's a few people up top on the walls, and these horses are not slowing down. and they're screaming like, "Stop! Stop!" And then you pull the reins, and the reins just unbuckle off the horses, and you're holding onto the reins as the horses are running forward towards the swamp.
Whoa, hey now, we're supposed to stop here.
You have maybe like 30 seconds, whatever anyone wants to try to do.
Can I try using animal handling then? Like helping him?
Are you going to try to like jump onto one of the horses and then calm it down? You have those boots that let you leap further.
Yeah.
It'll help you do the jump.
Yeah, it means, like, it doesn't help, right?
So when I see Borodon run forth, I'm going to use my flash of genius by handing him the reins. I'll be like, here, Borodon, you can get him.
They are not attached to the horses at the moment, but you could go and attach them.
Yeah. So he gets a +5.
So, how do I roll that?
I want you first make either an athletics or acrobatic check with advantage due to your boots.
So it's 19, the first one?
Oh, nice.
Borodon, what does this look like when you do this leap?
I do a somersault.
It's very impressive. It's like everyone gets a 3.
And it's in slow motion, too.
From Mons Regnum to Mons Rancher.
Or Michael in the office, he's just, parkour!
Parkour!
So Borodon, you do this amazing jump, and you land gracefully on the horses. And make me an animal handling check. With the +5 impacts here.
Okay. 28.
Oh my god. You like scold these horses. And they feel bad. They feel like they did.
I'm like a horse whisperer.
Yeah. You hook the reins up to the horses. You're telling them, like, so they managed to stop before the gate. You're telling them, like, I expected better from you. Like, you need to act better and listen to Drax here. Like, the horses are actually nodding to you. And like you're petting the horses. And you get back to where the driver's seat is with the reins. You manage to stop before the gates, and you see the guards are quickly trying to open up the gates.
Borodon, that was amazing.
His hair and beard are like going in the wind. As the cart starts slowly moving into the town, one thing catches you very much off guard. The two of you, since you're out on top of the wagon, you see that there are a number of Githyanki just wandering around in Sanctuary. Like, there's a lot of Githyanki. You see there are also other people. You see, like, some goblinoid creatures, some gnolls, some humans, but they all have these pure black eyes, and they have these mandibles that are coming out of their mouths. Other people of Sanctuary, like people who seem like regular citizens here, seem unnerved and a little like they're walking a little faster as they go past them, kind of thing. But it seems very normal. And when the Githyanki see the two of you, like they see a lot of them are giving you nods and stuff as you're going. And you even see a few red dragons sail over the city as they go towards landing in the bay.
Oh, fuck.
Is it your problem?
Well, I don't know what you want me to do.
Remember that one time you tried to punch your sister? That worked well.
MZ's not the best at solving problems.
He just ends them.
No offense.
At the best at punching problems, but not solving them.
He cleans up,
His record is not great.
As you're going along, like towards the headquarters, you're going to a different part of the city. You see that there are a lot of soldiers running around everywhere. You see like Sanctuary, like militia. You see like Griffin riders are flying through the air. It just seems like the city is on incredibly high alert. But it also seems like they're working with the Githyanki and with the members of the Hive that are here. You see, as you get up to the headquarters, there's the two Luminous guards who are normally there, but they also have like another set with them. So there's 4 guards in total as they're standing at the door. And they glance down, a little surprised, and you hear this echoing voice. "Ah, Death Shift, you're back."
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, wow. What's going on, guys?
Well, it's been a month since you departed to Geldspar.
What?
A month?
Yes.
How's it been a month? You're like gone for a few days.
They look at each other, and you can't tell if they're confused because they don't have any facial features, but you're guessing. It's been a number of days since you've been gone. We've been amassing troops and getting ready.
Getting ready?
Yes.
Ready for what?
We've received intel that there is an ivory tower that's appeared between Waterdeep and Neverwinter.
What's the significance of this ivory tower?
Well, when it appeared, a lot of creatures from the Far Realm started pouring from the general area. We've sent 2 different chosen groups to go investigate the situation a few weeks ago, and we haven't heard back. Astoria is inside with a few others, if you'd like to fill her in.
Yeah, let's check in with Astoria.
Yeah, we should go see. This sounds like the Ivory Tower of Pelgrith the Unclean.
You step into the place, and there's a lot of people here. Before, it was a little bit barren when you had left to go to Geldspar, and now it is packed with people. You see there are more Githyanki and Hive here. You see there are other members of the chosen groups. You see what looks to be guards of Sanctuary are discussing things. You see other people who have different uniforms on that you don't quite recognize. You see some of the members of the Silver Shield are here, and just a lot of people are wandering around, like talking to each other. And you see Astoria's around quite a large table where they have like a map spread out on it. So you're all just like, you kind of entered the room, and it's very loud. There's a lot of people around, and Astoria's just looking down at this map with a few others. You see Albedo's kind of like drifting along in the room, grabbing a few books from these towering bookshelves that make up the walls.
I'm gonna try and get Astoria's attention.
So you kind of like shoulder your way through the crowd. A lot of people are looking over at you, and the lot of you make it over to the table. And Astoria looks up. Deathshift, we lost contact with you a while ago. Is everything okay?
Like, you tell us.
Have you looked outside? Does it look okay?
I have not been outside for a day or so. I'm sorry, no. Did you manage to locate the drum?
We have.
And you see like a lot of people hear this, and like they just start cheering, and they're like, yeah, we got this. That's fantastic news. Okay, we have a chance. Honestly, we didn't know what happened to you. We thought maybe Matthews got you or something.
Astoria, before we continue, how do we properly use these instruments? At what time do we use them? What are the effects of these instruments? What is the whole point of getting these? We have to know what we're going into.
You hear this sound, like this voice. It's reverberating. It's like a strange reverberating voice that all of you recognize as you hear Truth speak up behind you. Those instruments will be used once you enter the land where the creature is from. And you see Truth is behind you, standing, and like a bunch of people look over and like they kind of jump because he wasn't there before. Greetings, Deathshift.
Whoa, didn't expect to see Truth here.
Me neither. But what does that mean?
There will be a time where you will step through a gate, a portal, a tear into the Far Realms. And there you will see Azathoth. There you will see the grandeur and glory. And then you must set up these instruments. You must have them be at least 30 feet apart from each other. And all the instruments must be played, and continuously played.
And that will seal Azathoth?
This will lull Azathoth back into a sleep. The slumber will last as long as the instruments remain undisturbed.
In that ivory tower that just came out, is that where Matthews and Durham are?
The ghoulish one lurks in the ivory tower surrounded by the hordes of Durham Highfire. Durham Highfire remains elsewhere, but the tower will aid you.
So this is it then?
Yes.
We have all instruments?
Yep.
Like there are 4 of them, right?
3.
I mean, I've been playing this game for a while, but...
There's a drum, a harp, and a horn.
Okay.
This is it then. Our final stand against Matthews.
It's time to end Matthews.
We have brought you a gift. And he turns, and you see the doors swing open. And you've seen night gaunts before. You've fought a number of them. You watched me roll 2 1s with advantage and kill one of my night gaunts. And so you're very aware of what these creatures are. These creatures look exactly like a night gaunt, except instead of the black skin, it is a pale gray. And they have feathered wings instead of bat-like wings. And you see a number of them are marching in, and you kind of like look out the door, and you see the street is filled with a bunch of them.
Like,
This is a gift from the King in Yellow.
God, this is incredible.
What do you call these creatures?
He looks at them and kind of cocks his head sideways. I'm not sure. We've never called them anything. They just always were.
Are they light gods?
They are now.
There we go. We're calling them light gaunts.
Yeah, these are light guns now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a note of that because that was
You've
actually
decided.
pretty good.
That's good, Drax here. High five.
I declare the proper nomenclature, light god.
Yeah. You gotta patent that when you get home, buddy.
I don't think it's patentable.
Not with that attitude.
You can make anything in the Nostradamus Corporation. Should you make it? No.
They didn't stop to ask whether they should.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum nods off to the side. Truth, when you go back to talk to Truth, you don't see them anymore. Astoria is looking wide-eyed. She grabs her crutches and uses them to get back around to where all of you are. This is incredible. We've been amassing troops, getting ready to head to the Ivory Tower, but this is remarkable. Bordon, were you the one who's been affecting time?
No. Did it start to happen, like, when the Ivory Tower appeared?
Yes. We figured you might have encountered something out there. Maybe you thought you were fighting and you used your magic, and that's why time might have been going differently. If anything, though, it's been a bit of a blessing. We've noticed the time to the north has slowed significantly, whereas time the further south you go, it's been increasing. That might explain why it seems like you've been gone so long.
Like, I only saw this happening when we were approaching Sanctuary.
I wonder if it's just affecting the coastline, if there's something happening.
I can vouch for him. He actually has been messing with time recently.
Jesus.
I mean, I basically don't use my time magic at all.
Snitch.
Just any time, you know, I'm thinking of doing anything. No, you can't do anything because otherwise you're going to rip, like, yeah.
You get near the
reality
end, just
apart.
abuse the hell out of it, right? Reality's on the line. Well, this is, I mean, even if it's not your doing, this is still working to our favor. It's given us a lot of time to gather troops. We've had the Gith Yankees show up. There was a leader, a Narmak. MZ, do you know this person?
Yes, I know him. What's he doing?
Well, aside from being incredibly rude and entitled, he has been taking up residence at the palace here in Sanctuary, and he's brought soldiers to aid us in this battle.
I mean, we could certainly use all the help we can get.
Yes, well, the Githyanki will be a great help. The Hive has come along with them. They are people we've been fighting for so long, but they don't like the upset to the natural order that Dorm has caused, and it's caused a fraction amongst their kind. We also have members, of course the Sanctuary Army is going to aid us. We tried to call upon the people of Neverwinter, but it seems they're being besieged by the denizens of Waterdeep. Waterdeep has now become a city for the Shining God. We also have soldiers from Baldur's Gate. We received a message that people from Halrua were sending flying ships our way. And now there's these light gaunts. Do you know of any other allies? I still have some magic left that I could perhaps retrieve some people if you know of anyone.
Ordon, what about the dwarves of Mons Regnum?
Like, they are barely holding up. I don't think, like, bringing them would be... I mean, not that they wouldn't be helpful. It's more of, they really, like, Mons Regnum really need them now.
Okay, but here's my rebuttal. if we lose, everything dies. So, worst case, I mean, you might lose Mons Magnum, but everything else could still be here, and you could build a new Mons Magnum. Just trying to put things in perspective for you, buddy.
Yeah, so let me put something else in perspective. We went to everyone's world but mine. I tried, like, I'm doing my best to, like, not delay everything. Can I try, like, do you want to go, like, to Mons Magnum and, like, trying to enlist somebody? Sure, like, we can do that. I'm just, you know, like, concerned that they need, like, yeah, I've seen how, like, Mons Magnum is right now, and I'm concerned about their safety. So,
I understand, Bordon. Drex here, or maybe anyone from back home?
No.
Maybe you can recruit the Nostradamus Corporation into helping?
I was going to say I think maybe we should contact the Nostradamus Corporation, but I think they'll want to be paid for it. So I don't know if you can offer them something, Astoria.
I'm sure money is no object at this point.
Yes, whatever they need, as long as it's within. I mean, reason is being stretched at the moment because, like Kelsar said, everything is on the line, including the Nostradamus Corporation. They'll be destroyed if this doesn't work. I will work on contacting them and see what we can gather.
I mean, the way Drex here talked about them, they seem to be a little bit, like, well off, right? I don't know if they actually care.
They probably don't care about money.
No, not just money. Like, I don't think they care about reality itself. It's just like chillaxing, right?
So just like Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on following Ballad of the Seven Dice now. Okay. So while you're in discussion of that, I guess after when story is done with that, maybe we discuss the battle plan here.
Of course.
Like how the battle's going to entail. We need to know as much as we can about the incoming battle, where the positions the soldiers are, any weak points that we could exploit.
Of course. Does anybody want to come with me to talk to the Nostradamus? I can just open up a line of communication with magic. Otherwise, I can do this on my own.
I can come with you, Astoria. I've spoken to them before.
Perfect. We'll just head on over to my office then. And she starts heading out of the way. She grabs her crutches and just starts moving towards her office. And the rest of you, you're looking at this map, and it's like a full map of Faerun, which is like kind of like a weird laughing dinosaur head off to the side. But other than that, it looks like honestly 2/3 of the map are just covered in white paper. And you see, like, off to the sea, the kingdom of Evermeet, and a little bit of, like, the jungles of Chult have been covered. The coast still, like, there's a fair amount of room away from the coast. And you see, like, it's cut in half, and you see, like, they mention the kingdom of Halrua. You see it down to the south. It has, like, mountains protecting the entire thing. You see it's already lost a portion of its mountains. You see the kingdom of Cormyr is being eaten into. The Great Glacier is pretty much gone. And they have this map set out, and you see over just up between Waterdeep and Neverwinter, they have this little figurine set up that is a little tower. And you see that there are like a number of little miniatures set up for all these monsters around it. You see on top of the tower they have this skeletal-looking dragon figurine that they've set up there. And you see over at Sanctuary there is quite a few figurines set up. You see one representing Githyanki, Red Dragons, Hive, Sanctuary, Silver Shield, Chosen, Baldur's Gate. And you see they have a number of, like, it looks like regular ships. And then, but they're moving overland towards Sanctuary.
It seems like best course of action would be trying to us Death Ship to avoid as much conflict as possible with the ground and air units, and try to save as much energy as we can for the fight with Matthews.
Yeah, I don't think we would get into any trouble, right? I mean,
hopefully not, but considering how we operate lately, we have to stay completely focused. We should maybe ask for Storia when she comes back, seeing if we can get any stealth potions, anything that can conserve our energy for for the fight ahead. Healing items, anything of the sort.
Draxier, while you're going with Astoria, you open up the door into her office and she leads you in. She sits down on her chair, sets her crutches off to the side, and starts concentrating. You see this portal start forming, and you see like almost this energy sort of outline this rectangular window. You see the energy is swirling in the center, and then it slowly starts focusing, and you see there is Ramirez, the tiefling you talked to before. Hey, Draxier! How's it going? Hitting up the tail end of that war, huh?
It could be better over here. I'm gonna need another favor.
Another favor? Well, what can we do for you here? We love helping our employees.
We're going to need some arms if you can send any ships, any men to help fight this war.
Yeah, we have a few prototypes we're just looking at. I don't want to say get rid of because that leaves a bad taste, you know. We're not saying we're giving you our trash, but these are very useful prototypes. We just don't have the storage for them anymore. They're ST-3V3 models. We got a number we can send your way. They're equipped with heavy artillery. Maybe even send... Yeah, we can send a few ships to fly things around. That's no problem at all. A couple dropship-like things, yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna need something, though. If you don't mind.
What are you hoping to get in exchange?
You all have a very interesting blast of their kind. I believe the name is, let me look through my notes, Albedo. Yeah. We would love Albedo to join the family here up in the Nostradamus Corporation. Preferably they come now so we don't lose them in the war. Yeah, just in case, you know. Just in case.
I look over at Astoria and go, well, what do you think of that?
She seems a little taken back. I mean, this is Albedo's choice, but it's a great source of information and wisdom, but at the same time, this might be for the best. We can ask Albedo.
All right. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, anytime. I'm here at work, you know. It's fine.
Of course.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll just start getting this stuff ready, and we can even contact Albedo and we'll make this stuff happen. We'll make things work. But if you just want to go ahead and grease those cogs and make it a little bit easier for us, that'd be great.
All right. Thanks, Ramirez.
Yeah, of course. Have fun, Draxier.
You too.
And then the connection fades, and Astoria just looks over at you. That was weird.
Well, this is how the future does business.
They're just so okay with this whole war.
See, that's what I was talking about. They don't care.
I don't understand how they're just so relaxed. That this is...
Nothing's really a personal threat to them.
Honestly, I feel like I want to be there right now if it's that safe. All right, we'll talk to Albedo and get this sorted, I guess.
All right.
You head back to the main room, and Albedo's just handing out a few books to people as they float on by. Greetings, Draxier, Astoria.
Albedo, how do you feel about a very lucrative and technologically inspiring reassignment?
I'm not sure I follow. Aren't we getting ready for the war?
Yes, and that's precisely why we're talking to you. We spoke to the Nostradamus Corporation, who have many arms and a lot of power, and for some reason, they would like you to join their team in exchange for this firepower.
They're just kind of floating there. Their tentacles are moving around. I feel guilty about leaving the war, but I will confess that I'm not precisely looking forward to it. Would it be wrong of me to go?
I think if anything, it would be a great help. Don't get me wrong, we appreciate you here, but they're going to send us a lot of power, like unprecedented amounts for this world. I don't think you have quite that in you. We'll miss you, though.
Very well. I will go back to my chambers and contact them.
Thank you, Albedo.
Best of luck with this war.
Do I see Astoria and Drexir?
Yep.
Can I motion to Astoria and talk to her for a bit?
Yeah, she, like Albedo comes in, wraps tentacles around the two of you, and it feels weird and kind of tingly, like electricity is running through you a little bit, and then Albedo just sort of floats and drifts down the hall, and you motion to Astoria, and she comes over to your way. Yes, Kelsar?
I've been looking over the map, and I have some questions regarding this fight. Is there any resources that you can offer us that can hopefully get us through the main battle a bit? Because we're going to need to be able to avoid conflict as much as possible to save our energy for fighting with Matthews. We've all fought Matthews before, and he's extremely powerful. And even with what we have now, I don't know if it'll be enough to defeat him.
Honestly, the plan was very different before you arrived, but now that you're here, it's going to be our main focus to send you to this tower, so everyone's going to be working to keep you safe. If these ships do indeed arrive from Helrua, then perhaps we'll place you on one of those and we'll just aim to protect the ship and spearhead it through to the tower.
What about inside the Ivory Tower? Is there any units in there that we should be concerned about?
We sent 2 groups of Chosen ahead as sort of a scouting group to investigate and deal with the tower. We didn't know Matthews was there, but we haven't heard from them. It's possible they're hunkered down there.
Or dead.
So
they could be dead.
So we also have to consider the possibility of making the choice of, do we look for the Chosen group inside the tower and potentially get more help against Matthews, or do we, but at the same time, we risk expending a lot of the fighting energy we have.
Am I hearing this?
Yeah, you're like all at the table now.
So I'll just say, if like we know Matthews, and we do, he'll probably just heal them, because they will resurrect, right?
This is a good point.
Yeah, like the biggest chance is that they will be looking for us to kill us, right?
That's a good point. So we have to go just directly to Matthews.
There's a person who walks through the crowd, and all of you have seen her before, but not in this recent sort of look, I should say, or appearance. You see Chenille walk forward. She has these glowing blue runes, and Kelsar, you're already aware, like you met her off to the side and talked to her before Deathshift had come back from Homor, and you know that she is the new vessel for Yegditha. Her soul wasn't strong enough like Kelsar's to stay unique, an individual away, and Yegditha's was too weakened to remain in control, so they've merged as one being. She walks over, her eyes are glowing this blue color, these runes are all over her face and body. She walks up to the table.
Deathshift, I can aid you, if you'd like. I can come into the tower with you, or I can be a part of the fighting forces to hold off the enemies.
Weren't Yegditha with my sister? Sorry, wasn't she with my sister?
This is Chenille.
Oh, Chenille. Yeah, sorry, not Yegditha. Sorry.
Yeah, Chenille was with your sister, but Kelsar saved her from... He saved Chenille from another world and brought her back, but he didn't see Yolanda there when he came back.
Okay, so maybe we can find Yolanda to help us.
You see Chenille looks down and she puts her hand on your shoulder Bordon.
Oh.
We may still be able to save Yolanda.
Huh.
But Yolanda has been captured by Dorum. There's still a chance, though. Don't give up.
We're gonna get her back, Bordon.
You really have to. Like...
We will.
We believe Dorum has Amelia, Yolanda, and other planewalkers enough to complete this. That's why those tentacles were breaking through.
Is Dorum in the Ivory Tower as well? Or is it just Matthews?
It's just Matthews, but we believe this Ivory Tower will help lead us to where Dorum is hiding.
So time is of the essence for everything then.
Well, at the moment, time is slowed in the north, so we have a little bit of give.
Yagditha, Schneel.
She turns towards you.
I know we've had our disagreements in the past. We fought constantly, but this is it. Like we have to win no matter what. So I'm willing to put aside that, so we could fight this battle. And I pulled out my hand for a handshake.
She grasps yours, and that familiar feeling, that energy that you used to have inside you for so long, you feel it just kind of coat your hand for a minute, and she pulls away her hand.
We will work as a group. If you wish, I can come with you and help you confront Father Matthews. I still have some power. But if you want me to be more with the other units, I can aid them there.
I'll leave it to the rest of the group.
To decide that?
Yes.
Do you think that Yagditha would be helpful? Like, I know Schneel would, but can we trust Yagditha?
Do we have a choice?
Yes, like we can just not bring her with us.
It's either that, or we have less of a chance of succeeding. And considering how Matthews literally annihilated us twice, I think we need all the firepower we can get.
You do know that Matthews has been consistently trying to kill Yagditha.
Yeah. And let's face it, Matthews and Yagditha don't really necessarily get along. It's not likely that Yagditha would betray us in the middle of fighting Matthews.
No, I know, but why is Matthews... Why does he want, like, to take Yagditha? Like, is it just, like, killing Yagditha? Or is it, like...
If I had to take a guess at this, it would be that we know that Matthews, or the ghoulish one, has taken over some cleric, and that's where some of the powers have come from. So if I had to guess, I would say the ghoulish one wants Yagditha because Yagditha is a god, and that's a whole new powerful vessel for him.
But Yagditha doesn't have a body, right? That's why, like, they use Kelsar, and now Schneel for that, right?
We're also not dealing with something that's human either, right? Like, we don't know what the ghoulish one actually looks like. It's just the ghoulish one has taken this cleric as a vessel.
So you think that just because Yagditha is, like, weaker now, then the ghoulish one would be able to take over Yagditha? So maybe taking Yagditha with us, maybe it's not the best idea. Maybe just leaving Yagditha as far away as possible is, like, it's the thing that we should do, right? I mean, you guys understand, like, I'm not crazy, right?
Or perhaps a strategic lure. If Matthews really wants to kill Yagditha so bad, then why don't we use that to our advantage?
That's a good idea. We could set up a trap.
I don't think we have, like, enough power to prevent Matthews, like, taking whatever it wants, right? Or do we?
Well, we're gonna have to.
I mean, we have a choice. I'm just asking, like...
What choice? Do we either not use everything we have at our disposal and potentially lose badly again, or we use everything we have and we can defeat Matthews for good and fight Dorum as well. We still have Dorum to fight. This isn't really a time to be picky.
I mean, it's not about, like, being picky. It's about, like, making the right decisions.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. And I just storm off.
There's one thing I'd like to know. I'm kind of turning to Astoria asking this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea who Pelgrith the Unclean is or was?
Yes. Pelgrith the Unclean used to be an archangel. Fallen. They were disgusted by the mortal races and wished to have them cleansed. And the group, the Sacred Flame, were the ones who stopped Pelgrith, and that was Dorum's old adventuring party.
I see. That's who that tower is named after.
That was his tower. He brought it to the mortal realm to begin his siege. It's a celestial tower. It It is filled chock full with divine power.
Interesting.
I turn to Borodon and I just say, like, I agree with you.
Right? I mean, I'm just concerned that if Matthews is like actively trying to get Yagditha, I mean, maybe it's not the best strategy to bring Yagditha to him.
We're already struggling with him. It would not be good if he got the body of a god or whatever you want to call it.
I mean,
Whatever. Fine. I just...
Alright, that we can leave Chenille/Yagditha behind.
I will remain with the ground units, and I will help defend the ship.
thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you, Yagditha. Astoria,
Yes.
do you have any provisions for us for the oncoming battle? Any healing items? Anything to enhance our fighting power?
You can definitely have some healing items set up for you. A lot of the materials have been supplied to a lot of the forces, but we can get some healing items for you.
Thank you. We're gonna need everything we can get.
So maybe you have like some magic items that...
Anything to add 10 AC to me.
Okay, I'm not giving you that.
What's left for us to do?
Well, we're just waiting on the ships from Halrua, and I guess now the ships from the Nostradamus Corporation, and then we'll start getting ready to move. And with that, you hear the doors open up to the back, and you hear, "Oh, hi! There's Ronnie! You still owe me 3 copper."
Yes!
And you look over and you see Steve dressed in these beautiful fine silks. And he has this little crown off on the side of his head. And he has these golden chains all over him.
Sorry, who are you?
It's me, Steve!
No, Steve would have my bags.
Deja vu.
I didn't have any bags.
What? No. Why would I hire you to not carry my bags?
Well, you left. You left me trapped under a building.
Uh-huh.
What? No, you owe me 3 copper.
I'll give you 3 copper when I get my bags.
What? I don't understand.
I walk up to Steve and I just take my wallet and I give him 3 copper and I say, like, look, Steve, there's a lot you gotta catch up on and we really don't have time for this, so here's your 3 copper. It's great to see you again. And what's with the fancy clothes?
He grabs these 3 copper and he's just like a single tear rolls out of his eye. I finally got it. It took so long. These are just my morning clothes. I just dress up sometimes. I brought the ships though.
Hold on. Ships? Are you?
Yeah, from Halrua. I brought my merchant fleet.
Oh, okay, cool. So, did you what happened? What happened, dude? Like, did you? Well, since we last saw you, you know.
Well, I was a mayor for some time in a little town in a swamp. Then I found a gold mine, and a literal gold mine. Then I bought it and just kept, making more money and starting businesses. And before I knew it, I was in Halrua, and I was buying flying ships.
Coolsy. I'm very proud of your Reichs to Riches story, Steve. We definitely need to celebrate this after we save the universe.
What's happening to the universe? I noticed we're starting to lose stuff, but I brought ships.
The universe is very sick right now, Steve, and we could sure use your ships to help us with to make the universe feel better.
Well, that seems like too much above my head, but
Can I roll to persuade him?
yeah, I mean he brought the ships for you guys to use. He's specifically the person from Halrua.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so I don't need to.
Steve is the ship tycoon.
Yeah. This ship should be ready for tomorrow. They just got to restock.
Awesome. You are a blessing in this battle, Steve. It's great to have you on board.
There's a battle?
Anyways, let's we got much more.
I'm gonna go get a flyer.
we got a lot more preparation to do before we head into this.
This one person comes up and like they're carrying supplies and handing them out, and they come up to you all who are standing there, and they give each of you 3 potions. What are the ranks of healing? What's the highest one?
I think it's the biggest one. I think is like a mass heal. Is that what it's called, or am I thinking 3.5?
There's healing, greater healing, superior healing, and supreme healing, aka sour cream.
Yeah, we'll pull that in from some orbs.
I don't think that exists anymore, no. I think it's just like healing and
They still have potions, like potion levels.
Oh, okay.
But like the healing itself is just like a single spell.
Okay.
Supreme is 10d4 plus 20.
They'll give you 1 supreme and 2 superiors.
Potion of Supreme Healing 10d4 plus 20?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the supremes are 8d4 plus how many?
8.
I would get some elixir though. You know, like that, the one that heals everything.
Oh, like for Final Fantasy?
Like a lesser restoration.
Is that how it's called?
They have that like cures like paralysis and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. I have lesser restoration, and yeah, it does paralysis if you've been deafened, blind.
And I still have potions of regular healing from like a long time ago, apparently.
There you go. It's a bonus action. Drink a potion.
I'm like doing the RPG players that like saves everything for like a really dire situation. Counselor, like Ronnie lost both his legs. We might need those healing items later.
They'll give you 3 potions of lesser restoration, so you can split them up amongst yourselves. Whoever wants them.
And then greater restoration does all that plus charmed or petrified, cursed. You can do any kind of reduction to somebody's ability score. You can heal that. And one effect that's reducing someone's hit points.
Who do you think should carry which?
I think it should be shared to you, also, MZ. It's just because you guys died, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be in the front lines of this fight too.
Yeah.
So I'll get 1, and MZ will get 1.
I have the spell. So it could be useful to somebody else.
And not to be selfish or anything, but maybe I should get a couple.
So selfish.
Yeah. I'm very unlikely to be afflicted by special conditions because of a bunch of things I have, so...
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be like right there taking the brunt of it. I'm gonna try and hold off Matthews with everything I got, so...
Yeah. And Cloney has that warding bond to make someone extra tanky. I hope he uses it, but he might not, because it is Cloney.
Is Ronnie actually going to help us?
Ronnie helps, just in his own ways.
Like, I think he only memorized Charm Person. That's the only spell like he has memorized.
I got Stink Cloud too. I just stopped. I just stopped for half that time when I was clone Ronnie because I didn't have any other spells. I got Invisibility too, but it's not like I get like a whole big book of spells. I only get like a couple of them per level.
Yeah, I don't know, like the Bard spells.
They're not great, and
they're more like supportive, right?
yeah, they're like a couple supportive, and I mean, I could have taken like Magic Missile or something, but I kind of figured that wouldn't be very fun to use because it's just fucking Magic Missile.
Or even Strong, right?
Well, or I mean, stuff like in that kind of just like direct attack, because we already have like you doing direct attacks, and so if the combat in this thing was like 8 people just saying I use Fireball, like that's not super entertaining. Let me take a look, because let me see what I took. I might actually have new spells, because I would have gone up those levels when I wasn't there. So I think my highest level spell is 4th level. Do we have 6 now?
Oh, you have to choose them.
Yeah, you have to choose them. Yeah, so you don't get, and you only get like a couple. Like I think I have like, I don't know what my highest level spell is right now, but I probably have 1 slot of it. So I get to pick one of those spells forever. I can't like choose which ones I prepare.
You guys are all level 12, right?
11.
Yeah,
Make sure you level up your size to level 12 for the next session. Like, don't worry about this session. You'll be okay. Is there anything that you guys had questions on, wanted to do, or like?
Oh, sorry. I have lesser restoration as well.
That's good. You have pretty much like a day because like the ships aren't going to be restocked and everything until like a day passes. So you have some time. Is there any questions you had?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I dance the fireman. And Arnold is sitting there just asking you questions because it's not a tumor.
Is there anything we can do like with our equipment? Like, can we maybe get some upgrades, maybe just in case, or?
Well, we gave you some of the best stuff that we had, but it's possible if you wanted to take the chance, you could try using some of the instruments.
Ooh,
We have the book, right? The book that
You do have the book.
Yeah, like that Ronnie, like from Ronnie. Maybe we should.
Oh yeah, the book.
Yeah, shouldn't we like show it to Storia?
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Maybe we can have like a refrigerator with like machine gun arms that can shoot down.
That's pretty much what the ST-3v3s are.
Yeah.
Here's a can of worms, Astoria.
You show Astoria the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pull up this book, and Astoria looks at it. Wow, where did you get this?
Yeah, ask Ronnie.
don't remember. I think someone gave it to me.
This is old. This is very old. This is someone's collection, so to say. Who has been studying this a lot?
None of us.
Like I know what it is about, but we really prefer not to touch it. You know, like not to meddle with it, because like we didn't want to summon demons, right?
Well, I mean, there's more than demons in here. There's all sorts of creatures. And some of them probably aren't evil. Some of them definitely are. But this book, it appears to be attuned to one of you. I don't know who, though.
Please not Ronnie. Please not Ronnie. Please not Ronnie.
Is there a way to figure out attunement?
I'd let you... This Dragster, you're pretty...
Yeah. I mean, the class is all about making items and attuning them right away.
Yeah, you're pretty into like the whole magical item crafting. I'll let you make an Arcana check if you want.
Alright.
Oh wait, I'll use guidance.
That's a crit miss.
Oh fuck.
You are lost. You were looking at this book, and while you're holding it, it's like starts to flip open, and you close it.
Yeah, I have no idea who this might be attuned to.
And it's trying to open right now, while it's in your hands.
I'm really holding it shut.
I asked Drexler, can I take a look? I mean, maybe it's just like more on the religious side.
I hastily handed it over. I'm like, yep, here you go.
So, and then I tried like to keep it shut like the best I can.
Make me a strength check.
Oh, come on, Lucas. Just a book.
You think so?
So, and I got 16 as well, so...
So you're holding this book closed for now. And it's fighting you, but you got a grip on it. Of course.
Got like my fancy arm. Okay, so I'll use... So should I keep using Arcana? Or should I try like Religion? Because I said I would use Arcana, right?
To try to figure out who this is attuned to?
Yeah.
It would be Arcana.
Knowledge of the Ages, and Lucas, that's I think like the second time that I'm using this spell.
It's a skill.
And yeah, like Knowledge of the Ages will give me proficiency in one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use that.
So how does it go again? Because I mean I don't have Arcana, right?
So that would be your intelligence plus your proficiency. His knowledge of the ages would give you temporary proficiency.
And I got a 10.
You're not entirely sure, but you think it might be you.
Oh.
Because you've been reading it a lot.
I mean, not reading, like,
Just like researching it and spending
Yeah.
time around it.
and then I say, yeah, so this burden is probably mine. Like, I think it's attuned to me.
This ain't the book I chose, but rather the book that chose me.
Is that book trying to open itself?
Clearly.
I mean, we're all here. Do you want to see it? She seems curious. She's looking at it.
The story is such a bad influence now.
I mean, that's a very nice way to end a campaign, right? I mean, sure. And then
I don't think there's gonna be a god in there, Bordon.
Okay, it only takes one of us to die. You know? But I opened the book. I mean, I don't care anymore. Mon Regnum is fine.
You know you have to read the name of the creature to bring it out, right?
Oh, okay,
You have
yeah,
to read
that's
it out
true.
loud.
I think the last creature we saw was Baba Yaga, right?
You saw Baba Yaga, Draxier saw a tapir that eats dreams, Enzi saw like a spirit that lives in a tree that puts people into an eternal slumber.
Oh, Eternal Slumber.
So the book opens, but you see a being made up of many wings and eyes. You see written beside it is words that are written in Celestial.
Be not afraid!
or just Steve. If it is Celestial, can I try reading? I mean, I don't have. Do I have Celestial? Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Goblin that I never used. Because, I mean, I thought there would be goblins, but clearly goblins are the weakest creatures in the world.
Campaign.
Can I read it? Because I'm technically celestial.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, sorry, you look at this, and it reads, "Here lies Pelgrith the Unclean."
Oh, ooh. So I tell that to them.
What do you say?
I say, so, this, I won't say the name, but I'll say that it blank the unclean.
The Unclean? So is it, like, bad? I mean, clearly, right?
I don't know, maybe he just doesn't shower. What the fuck should I know?
It's the angel from that ivory tower.
Oh, that's definitely bad.
So, Lucas, do I know this creature? Can I, like, roll, like, a religion or...
You were told by Astoria that it was an archangel that fell from heaven.
So it is a... aka demon.
No, it's an angel still.
I mean, just like Lucifer, right?
Well, he's not evil. He's neutral. He just...
Yeah.
He thought that the mortal races just shouldn't exist anymore, because every time the mortal races get into something, they cause problems. So, he figured that maybe it was time for the mortal races to be done, and just leave the universe in peace.
I don't disagree with this creature. That's sort of like a bad thing.
Honestly, the whole reason this is happening right now, the whole universe is ending, is because of the mortals. The same mortals that stopped him.
He raises some good points.
Welcome to this episode's Nihilism Corner.
So I asked, like, do you guys want to strike a bargain with this creature? Because, I mean, it clearly wants the universe. I mean, if it thinks that, I mean, of course it's our fault and all of that, but I mean, if there is nothing anymore, like if it's all consumed by like an old god, I mean, he would go too, right? I mean, like this creature would be dead too. Do you guys want to give it a shot?
What do we have to lose?
Our lives, our headquarters, I can go on.
On the wings of an angel.
I need like the group's input, because I'm not going to do this by myself.
Here's the factors here. If we
Do it.
MC
Good old
doesn't
MC.
even care anymore. He's all about the XP.
if we summon it, it could be crazy and kill all of us, or it could be good and help us kill Matthews. So
I think it's neutral, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, maybe we can strike a bargain with it.
I guess we could try.
Why don't we ask Astoria if she would be comfortable with Pelgrith something being summoned?
Pelgrith the Unclean.
The unshowered.
The unscrupulous.
Well, I think perhaps a little bit away from others, this might not be I can't say terrible idea, but this might not be the worst idea. I'll say that much.
Yeah, there's definitely worse ones out there.
I don't know if he would help us, and I don't know if he did help us, what would happen keeping him in this plane, but it's an option.
I do have planar. No, it's not planar binding. It's banishment.
Yeah, you could banish him for some time.
I think it like if I banish him, it's just banished until he's summoned back, right?
Yeah, or he finds some other way to the material plane.
Yeah, but it's not prepared though. I mean,
We can do this tomorrow.
we can.
Yeah, you can sleep on it.
We can prepare and maybe set a place away from civilians where we can try to summon this being and see if they can aid us.
I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think?
I agree.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You! Stop right there.
Me? What's up?
I need you to deliver a note to someone.
Okay, there's kind of like a war that we're preparing for. Are you serious?
Are you questioning me? I am the ghoulish one of Durham's grand generals. Are you telling me that I can't send a letter?
No, it's fine, I'm sorry. Okay, what am I sending?
You're going to bring this to Bernard Busybody.
Oh, I love Bernard. Where's Bernard?
In Sanctuary.
But that's like 2 weeks away. That's really far. I don't even have a horse.
You will find a way.
But how?
Now.
I'm going.
I swear the sooner I get off this planet, the better. I just have one last soul to collect. And then I'll be done.
And look at Steve, little rags to riches story. It's always nice when something goes well for someone. So many people just end up, incinerated, eaten by monsters, slashed down, jailed, captured by demons and brought to some strange dimension to be tortured forever. It's always so difficult for people in the world, and it's just nice when somebody manages to have a few things that really work out for them. Good for Steve. If you'd like to keep supporting our show and help us out, head on over to the iTunes or the Spotifys if that's what you use, and leave us a 5-star review. The algorithm sucks. Let me just tell you and be straight up. The algorithm is absolutely terrible, so when you get anything less than 5 stars, it screws you to hell. So, that's a little secret about these stories, travelers. When you give other stories less than 5 stars, it screws them in the algorithm. Hooray! Learning about things. We also have a Patreon. If you enjoy hearing more tales of Ballad, you want some one-shots, some adventure journals, all that sort of good stuff, some audio dramas, head on over to our Patreon, and you can hop on there for as low as $1 a month. Hooray, again. We also have a brand new shirt in our Ballad store, so go check it out. We have all sorts of wonderful designs in there. Get yourself some sweet Ballad merch. It's our Threadless store. If you go to the Google machines and put in Threadless, Power of the 7 Dice, it'll pop up. Or if you head on over to our... What the hell's the website? If you head on over to our website, you can go and search up Power of the 7 Dice and click Store in the upper right-hand corner. Alright, travelers. I deserve some good time off. I'm gonna go get myself a beer. That'll be all, travelers. I bid you all It's you.